Hello there, this is Emerald Serpent, and today we will be playing 3-color Feather. Feather the Redeemed. Most people, if they play Feather, will play Boros Feather, which is a red-white. They'll run a lot of cards like God's Willing, Bargain, some will run Arrestor's Zeal, a lot will run Defiant Strike, but I like 3-color Feather with a splash of green. And the reason why we're splashing green is part 1 for Giant Growth, which is better than any other power increase 1 mana instant. It is better than Integrity, it is better than Bargain, it's better than Arrestor's Zeal, except for the fact that we can cast Arrestor's Zeal during our main phase to give the creature flying, which can be useful. Something that a lot of people would run in its place is Infuriate. Infuriate gives something +3/+2. Giant Growth gives something +3/+3. They're both 1 mana. Giant Growth is better. Other reasons to splash green include Sir Farron the Henchhammer. I'm only running 1 of these. I originally was running 4 copies, but it's just not common enough to get double green within your first like 2 to 4 turns to justify it. But when you do get Sir Farron and you manage to increase his power, you're basically increasing the power of 2 creatures, because if you give this +3/+3, it gives something else +5/+5. +3/+3 in addition to the +2/+2 it would normally give something else. Other greens include Rapid Bite, which is just for removal, Domri's Ambush, which, while you have Feather, can both remove something, and every turn you can put a +1/+1 counter on something. Collision Colossus, we're mostly here for Colossus, but occasionally we'll cast Collision against a big flyer. Usually we can handle that with Feather and our other Boros Angel. Thrash and Threat. So Thrash is really just, another Rapid Bite, except for it can be cast with red or green mana, which is better. In addition, Threat can be a big deal. While a 4/4 with Trample doesn't seem that great, against an army of 1/1s you're going to need creatures with Trample. And again, we can do something about the low power. That's what Giant Growth and Integrity and whatnot are for. The last green splash is Pledge of Unity. I'm only running 1 of these because it doesn't come up very often. But occasionally, we'll Cranko, and then next turn when we attack, we'll pump Cranko up, with Bargain, Giant Growth, whatever. And then we'll create all this army of 1/1s. And then we can Pledge of Unity to make all of those 2/2 and to gain a bunch of life. And this can actually be a game changer when you draw it, but because it's not reliable, we'll only be running 1 copy. Gravitic Punch. I don't see a lot of decks with Gravitic Punch in them, but with this much power increase again, with Arrestor's Zeal, Bargain, Giant Growth, Integrity, we're going to be getting some pretty high power creatures. And usually it's 10th District Legionnaire, which gets a +1/+1 counter anyways. So when this is an 8/8, but your opponent has a 10/10 Crassus because they turn 4 Nissa or whatever, then it can be helpful to not need to attack and just get the last 8 damage in. And that is what Gravitic Punch is for. Again, you don't always need it. Usually it's a dead card, and that's why we are only running 1. Now, the mana base is not fantastic, just because with 3 colors, you're not always going to get what you want. In addition, I refuse to craft these dual lands for rares because I don't have that many rare wild cards. I believe that is all I have to say. So let's get right into the games. think that we're going to keep this hand. You know, we've got turn 2, either one of these, in the turn 3 Cranko, all 3 kinds of mana. So we're going to play this tapped first, because we have nothing to cast for our first turn. No, I think that we play a Legionnaire here. Well, especially his dual attack. You can hang back and try to block this first strike, first 1-1. But I think that we attacked even out the life turtles a little bit. Well, it wouldn't have mattered either way, apparently. So we could cast the feather if we were to find one. We haven't yet. We also need some kind of power booster for Narrow 9. But it'd still be nice if we can play Cranko next turn and then power boost it. This is something. We can God's willing it when they try some shenanigans. Nice. Oh, they're gonna white. It's not bad, but it's not what we want. I think that we're just gonna eliminate that right now. Of course, we won't attack. And this has vigilance, so until we find a way to remove it, we're gonna be taking a beating. Board presence is important, and 1 is not 0. Oh, there it is. So, we cast this with the addendum, gives it flying. This does not have flying. Next, we attack with it. You enter full control mode. Alright. While this gets on the stack, we resolve it, get our tokens, then cast Pledge of Unity. So we sink 1 extra damage in, and we gain extra life because of the tokens. Now I think we can exit control. Now, if they give us the option, I will trade the 2 tokens to get rid of the Cavalier of Bone, because they don't have an enchantment in their graveyard, but they are just attacking with the flyer. Because we don't have another power booster, we will not be attacking with Cranko. It would turn into a 4/5, but this still shows that if they hadn't played this, then we could have attacked with Cranko and been safe. We could deal 3 damage to them, but that doesn't seem like a good play. I think that we're gonna play the Swiftblade, and we are going to wait Yeah. We're going to wait for something. Giant growth maybe. At which point we'll attack with Franco again. But I'd settle for a barge in or something. Looks like a pretty solid Boros Knights build. That's a sorcery. So this is now even a harder wall to overcome. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that that's a game. Let's see. This is a 2-turn clock. So if I pull a feather, then I can stay alive, I guess. If I pull a Boros, one of the Boros angels, the name I can never remember, then that's another way to stay alive. So, is it? It's a Domri's ambush, and that actually will do. So because target this, and target this. And because it gets the +1/+1 counter, it's big enough. However, if we attack with Franco, 6 still kills it. So we will not attack. We'll just sit back with our army of chumps. We're gonna create a knight. Yeah. Yep. This is what we've been looking for. We've got 0 flying. We play this on Franco, that puts him up to a 6, which is really a 7 because he attacks. I think that we attack with everything, and unless this is a flame sweep. Yep. And then we'll be dealing 7 damage with Gravitic Punch. It actually came in handy. And that's game. And then with the GG. Is that a counter spell? Oh, nope, not good enough. Equal to its power. Franco's toughness is 1 more than its power. Yeah, I think we're going to end it there. It's late and I'm tired. Need to go to bed. Yeah, this has been Emerald Serpent. I don't know, should I tell you to like or subscribe? I'm still figuring out how this works. But have a nice day, everybody.